Hey guys, it's Eric again. Today is day 8. I am very shocked at how well this garlic has done. To the point where I am going to switch out now and divide each one of these up and put them in their own net pot so we can go from there. Let me show you what we have so far. So as you can see, these things have grown massively. Again, this is day 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to split each one of those cloves off and I'm going to set them in their own neti pot in a solution. I'm going to do the same thing with that guy, and then we're going to continue the experiment. But at this point, as you can see, these roots, that guy's already sticking out of the water because he's already broke off and he's trying to grow. All these other ones are just like, hey. So that's what we're going to do today. Start up a video here in a minute once I get all prepared and set up to switches over. Alright guys, I'm now going to switch over the garlic from a little ice bottle that I had created that I showed on my first video. I'm going to go ahead and transplant those into my awaiting empty pot. And I'll show you guys how to do that here in a second. Alright? Should be fun. All right, so you can see this thing's pretty legit. Those roots are crazy. So I'm hoping that that really helps take. So I gotta try to get this out without breaking them. I know one of these I'm gonna set the camera down a second because I need both hands. There we go. It's a cool view. There we go. See? Check it out. See the roots on that bad boy? It's sick. That's how she looks like so far. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and peel these apart. We'll go from there. You can see all these roots. Pretty awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these in individual pots here. So first, just going to be really careful not to tear them. That came out pretty well. Pretty good. One. Two. Again, just kind of wiggle it back and forth. 3, 4. I'll have to pull some of this skin off. 3, 4. Smells really strong of garlic. So just coming apart like that. He just came out of his shell. I'm sure it's not the end of the world because they're probably going to strip its shell as it's growing because it's starting to turn really fresh and white. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 8 net pots. 7. I want to get this big guy here. Looks like we're gonna have like three ones that aren't gonna have a pot, but we'll go ahead and put them back in the water somehow. We'll keep them going. There we go. There. They're all separated. This little guy's trying to come out. Say, hey little guy. Yeah, this was really strong. I'm sure once I bust this off, I'm sure he'll sprout right away. All right.
So that's that. All right, so got some of the clay balls here. I think I'm gonna put it in. I want to get in the center the best I can. I almost need to put them in there first like this. There we go. And let's take a few more balls. It looks pretty good, eh? Yep, they're falling everywhere. All right, so you can see the roots there. I'm sure they're gonna go ahead and start to sprout down. Hopefully down this way. I'm gonna go with that much sticking out. Gonna drop it right in. There's one done. Looks pretty good, right? All right, and I'll just continue on. Take these apart again. I'm gonna go ahead and place these in there. I'm probably gonna have too many, but again, I'll Kratky the rest of them to have them continue to grow. Show you again how we're gonna fill this. I'm gonna take this guy, I'll put it all the way down to the bottom. The roots are gonna be way submerged, right? We don't want it that low. Put a little bit of a base in first. Here, that much in. They'll sit about right there, like that. Hold her still. Those filled now. I'm gonna set the aerator up here when we get finished. I got a bunch of spare ones here left that I don't have room for. So what I'm gonna do, another little experiment, is I'm gonna take this 3-inch net pot and I'm gonna go ahead and put a bunch of those in here just so they can continue to grow. It's gonna be a lot of garlic, but we'll see how this goes. Again, this is round 1 of experimenting with garlic. So I'll show you the final product. All right, so what I did is I ended up taking 8 and I put them all around the edges inside, and then I filled up the center with the ball, the clay balls. So they're about that deep down. It should be fine. Dan's got one open spot in his floating raft right now that I'm gonna put these in, and then we'll give it a shot. I mean, I have a lot of garlic. I mean, look at that. It's 16, and then I put another 8 in there, and then I got these little spares I'm gonna throw in the refrigerator, and we'll cook up for garlic for dinner with our venison loin that we're cooking right now. All right, guys. So I'm gonna be using the Pure Blend in my garlic mixture. It calls for 15 milliliters per gallon. And these quarts here, I put 4 quarts of water in there, so it's just a little bit more than a gallon, but that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up 15 milliliters. there. There's in there. $15 there. And then once I get the aerators in there, it'll mix it up pretty good. I mean, I could sit here and do this to it, but again, the air stones that I have will mix these up really good. I puncture the holes in them right there so I can run my air hose. All right, I'll put this all together and yeah. As you can see, this was pretty easy, very relaxing and soothing. Would have had music on, but you know, trying to make a video, music makes everything more relaxing. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is carry these inside. I'm gonna drill a hole into the float so I can put my aerating tube in, and then we'll get them all set up, and then I'll do one last video to incorporate the garlic and then the rafts that I made yesterday with the lettuce. All right, check it out. All right, guys, I just put them in the greenhouse cabinet. Greenhouse cabinet, that's what the nickname is for now. Everything's all set up. I have the air pumping, and here we go. Time to check it out. There she is. Isn't she a beauty? I have all 16 garlics right there. I have the 2 heads of lettuce here. Another one there. And I got the 6 or 7, or was it 8? I think we put 8 in there. So the bubble's going. I have all the tubes ran to the ceiling, going down to the pump right here. I got all 4 taken. I have it full speed because I have 4 medium-sized pumps. Look at her bubbling. And our lettuce. So this is going to be considered day 1 for my greenhouse cabinet section. The garlic, again, these were a day 8 since I started those. The lettuce, again, remember I bought those from the store. So yeah, I feel very accomplished. Now we just need to eventually get this motor, need to hang it up above the water level so if there's any backflow, it doesn't go inside the motor, burn it out, and electricity, bad things can happen. So all in all, pretty stoked. Now these things just need to grow. Start racking my brain on other things I want to start to grow. One last look.